Hello everyone, my name's Cliff and welcome back to my channel. This is Cliff's Dark Gems, and if you're new here, welcome for the very first time. And tonight, just a quick update on Old School April, what I'm reading, what I've read, what I've watched, some movies as well, and then just a very short mini book haul, some books I found, so stay tuned. Okay everyone, so I've actually been away for a little while, not physically away, but yeah, I haven't made videos, just we've had some stuff to deal with. Not going to talk about that right now, but I'm back and I hope you miss me. And yeah, I'm going to try and do a tag video tomorrow as well. But I want to talk about some of the books that I've read so far. Look, it's just the first week and I've not been doing that bad. Finished one book. Finished two books. One I started in March, and it's for Old School April. Old School April is an awesome event created by Kelsi from MyNostalgicLife. I'm going to link her down below. And it's about looking back, and it's about nostalgia. And this first book is not really about that so much. In fact, it's not. And I only started it in March and I finished it in April. It counts. But it's a historical fiction, and that is Robert McCammon, Mr. Slaughter. And now this is part 3 in the Matthew Corbett series, and it's definitely the most wild, most violent, seriously the most hectic book in the series so far, with a villain, Mr. Slaughter, who is absolutely insane. He's psychotic, nasty, terrifying, and latest here to join the party. But yeah, he's an absolutely insane villain. The book, whereas the first two books, it's kind of more of the atmosphere of the place, it's a mystery, and this is more of a manhunt for this guy. And in terms of villains, he's one of the most horrendous that I've ever come across in fiction. He will do anything. He will kill anyone, and it's just a fabulous book. Oh yeah, sorry if Anita's actually taken Layla out because she was panting so loudly, you could probably hear it. But yeah, this book is fabulous, it's 5 stars. I'm not sure if I enjoyed it more than the first two, but it's definitely, if you're a horror reader, this is a hell of a lot more violent. The criminal is just insane, and there are trigger warnings, people, for animals, small children. This guy is a freaking psycho, and don't let anything stop him. He just hates life. He hates anyone that has life. This is an amazing series, people. If you're not familiar with Robert McCammon and you're a horror lover, even if you start with this series with Speaks the Nightbird, you won't be disappointed. Just an awesome author, and I'm reading another book soon by him, Boy's Life. It's going to be a reread, and I absolutely love this. 5 stars all the way, Mr. Slaughter. And the second book that I finished so far is a reread for me, and that is Something Wicked This Way Comes by Ray Bradbury. Now, I'm marked here because actually there's a passage I want to read to you. I'm not going to go into an in-depth review of this book because I have already, but it is a beautiful, beautiful book. And I was worried because, funnily enough, it's the only time I've ever reread this book. I read it when I was a lot younger, and there's always the worry, there's always the danger that you're going to read a book like this and you're going to say, what did I see? This is crap. The language changes, the feeling changes. No, I enjoyed this more the second time around, and I think it was because of the character of the dad. You got these two boys basically in this, this carnival, this dark carnival with Mr. Dark in the head that rolls into town, and the dad plays a very big part, and I forgot a lot about that last time I read it, and it really touched me this time. But I want to read you a passage just because it's simply awesome, and it's not giving away any spoilers. But it talks about the autumn people, right? For these beings, fall is an ever normal season. The only weather, there be no choice beyond. Oh, and his prose is gorgeous. And it's dense sometimes, and it might take you a little while, to read it. But you need to take it in, and you need to enjoy it slowly. Yeah, it's gorgeous. Where do they come from? The dust. Where do they go? The grave. Does blood stir their veins? No. The night wind. What ticks in their head? The worm. What speaks from their mouth? The toad. What sees from their eye? The snake. What hears with their ear? The abyss between the stars. They sift the human storm for souls, eat flesh of reason, fill tombs with sinners. They frenzy forth, in gusts they beetle scurry, creep, thread, filter, motion, make all moons sullen, and surely cloud all clear run waters. The spider web hears them, trembles, breaks. Such are the autumn people, beware of them. And this book, yeah, it's so poetic, prose, honey drippingly gorgeous. Okay, can I say that? Yeah, it's just a beautiful book. Coming of age, it is so much more. In fact, it's a perfect book to read on Halloween, but I didn't. I read it halfway to Halloween, so yeah, that's something wicked this way comes. Okay, so what am I reading next? I've picked up Clive Barker, Mr. Begone, which is one of the co-host choices, I think. Yeah, I think I made a mistake. I kind of got confused between this and another Clive Barker novella, but yeah, I'm going to be reading Mr. Begone. And yeah, it's because the first time that I read it, it was 3 stars to me, and I think I'm being unkind. It's a very different kind of Clive Barker book. It's different to his normal horror, dark fantasy books. It's got more dark humour in it, and I think I might appreciate it the second time around. So yeah, I'm going to give Mr. Begone another chance. Burn this book! Burn this book! Yeah, I think I'll enjoy that. Oh yeah, and for Old School April, you can also watch things to get points for your team. It's a team-based event, and I'm watching movies, and I've needed them. I've been in a funny place, people. But I've watched a couple of movies, 3 movies, since the beginning of the month, and I had a lot of fun. And I don't have I know I had them somewhere, I can't find them. I don't have the covers here, so I'm just going to go through them. Okay, so it's Mars Attack, which is a lot of fun. Silly 80s movie. It takes you back. Mars attacking the Earth. And, don't run, we are your friends. Yeah, pew pew pew. And the guns are hysterical. They're like kind of these blue and pink things. Aliens shoot at you. Okay, second movie is Shaun of the Dead. One of my favourite of all time. Just love it. You got red on you. That one. And the third one is Starship Troopers, which I watched the other night, which is absolutely hilarious. It's also got some political leanings, which is kind of disturbing, considering where we are. But yeah, this is a bug planet. This is an ugly planet. And it's very gory, a lot of fun. Yeah. So I also want to read, I also want to watch, I've got a whole list. But I will kind of update you as we go through the month. But yeah, so Starship Troopers, Mars Attack, Shaun of the Dead. I think I might want to I might want to watch something very light-hearted. Let's Do the Time Warp Again, something like that, maybe. Maybe that's coming next. Okay, finally, I promised you a little mini haul. Some books that I found recently. Yeah, there's only 6 of them. But I'm absolutely excited to be the owner of this book again. Joe Hill, Heart-Shaped Box. And this is probably my second favourite Joe Hill, after Nosferatu. And it is freaking terrifying. About a man who gets a suit. A kind of haunted suit. And yeah, it's terrifying. It's a roller coaster ride. I can tell you more about it, but yeah, Heart-Shaped Box. And then we got called Malfi Blackmouth. Now the only thing I know about this book is that it kind of has sort of, you can call it kind of similar to It, kind of It vibes. But yeah, it's, for nearly 2 decades, Jamie Warren has been running from darkness. He's haunted by a traumatic childhood and the guilt at having disappeared from his disabled brother's life. But then a series of unusual events reunites him with his estranged brother and their childhood friends, and none of them can deny the sense of fate that seemingly draws them back together. Okay, yeah, and there was some tragedy and there were some monsters and something that drew them back, and Blackmouth. I've only heard good things about this book. Yeah. And so next up, the thriller The Burning Girls by C.J. Tudor. It just looked really interesting. A small town, a dark past, a dangerous present. And yeah, I've heard that this is a good book. Don't know anything about it. I'm not sure if it's a serial killer book. For Reverend Jack Brooks and teenage daughter Flo, it's a fresh start. New jobs, new home, but in a close-knit community. Old superstitions and a mistrust of outsiders means treading carefully. Yet right away, Jack has more frightening concerns. Why did no one say the last vicar killed himself? Why is Flo plagued by visions of burning girls? And who is sending them threatening messages? Old ghosts with scores to settle can never rest, and Jack is standing in their way. Yeah, that's the Burning Girls. Okay, next up, a couple of James Herbert books just to kind of add to my collection. I read this one a long time ago. It's good to find another copy. And yeah, that's James Herbert's Sepultura. No, that's a terrible metal band. Not that bad. But you know what's wrong with this cover? And what's wrong with all the books I buy at my second-hand store, and I haven't taken this off yet, is a price tag in the front of the book. People hate that. Can't stand it. It's a pet peeve. But yeah, I think this is some kind of, from what I remember, it's almost got a kind of a folk horror feel to it. There's a house called Neath that holds a dark and terrible secret. In that house is a psychic called Klein who is part of its secret. Okay, maybe it's more just a haunted house thing. Yeah, quite like the inside of this cover too. Yeah, it's just a pity about this stupid tag that I'm going to have to get off soon. It always spoils the cover. And the same can be said for the next one, The Jonah by James Herbert. Now 45 Rand is actually quite expensive. And I think in that shop most of the books are like 20 Rand, which is like $1. This is actually damn expensive for a second-hand book. And the shadow of his past was always with him, but he never knew what it was or when it would strike next. Sent to a small coastal town to investigate drug smuggling, Kelso stumbles on a dangerous organization, and suddenly more than just his life is at stake. It's his past, his future, his sanity. Through torture and drugs, he discovers the terrifying secret of the Jonah, and learns in the most horrifying way that it can destroy him as well as others. Okay, yeah. The Jonah. And finally, something completely different, non-horror, it's non-fiction, but something that's dear to my heart. And that's Last Chance to See by Douglas Adams and Mark Carwadine. And yeah, so this is kind of an ecological book. Douglas Adams, and I love The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. There's humor in this book, and I don't think it's preachy. And I'm looking forward to picking this up at some stage, because as a field guide, as a former field guide, anything about nature and kind of looking after our planet. Yeah. Not drill baby drill, looking after our planet. Looking after what we've got, because it's a last chance to see stuff. Yeah. That's what I'm going to say about that. Okay everyone, so that's all from me for tonight. Sorry I haven't been around for a while. Also been kind of lacking motivation to do much. But let me know down in the spaces below which one of those books you read, movies you watched. I'd love to have a conversation with you. Yeah, until next time, keep those pages turning, take care of yourselves, and cheers.